Hey guys, and welcome to another of my OU battles. This one we're using my trick team with Sableye and Rotom. Started off by burning his Vaporeon, but of course that was pointless because of hydration. Scald, the worst it could burn with Ferrothorn but not do anything else, so that wasn't worried. So I decided to set up Stealth Rocks, I believe it was. Yeah, start up Stealth Rocks. And I knew we couldn't do anything against Ferrothorn really that badly, unless he was banded, so I decided to Leech Seed him, which I knew would stop him from staying in for very long, but I forgot you could use a U-turn, which annoyed me, so his Sableye got hit pretty hard. Luckily I set up Stealth Rock, so his U-turn strategy was not going to do him too much good. I was surprised that Suppose switched out actually, but I managed to trick Choice Band onto Vaporeon and get leftovers, which helped quite a lot. Vaporeon then basically became useless with the Choice Band on it. Scald, I mean, what are they going to do against Rotom? Burn it, and it's a special attacker, so it didn't matter. Celebi I knew was going to come in next, so Volt switched. And switched into Ferrothorn, so Sableye, sorry, thinking later in the match. Sableye, I'm not sure what I was thinking actually. I guess I thought Celebi couldn't hurt it much at all. I was expecting it to be Nasty Plot, not Calm Mind, which it was. Will-O-Wisp, if nothing else, at least reduced the amount of bulk it had by making it take more residual damage. But it wasn't the burn that would help me against Celebi in the end. Ferrothorn, Celebi is Calm Minding again. It's very dangerous at that point. Excuse me. And then when it Calm Minds for the third time, I Gyro Ball and critical hit it and get rid of Celebi instantly, which is brilliant. I always make sure I have some attack EVs in Ferrothorn to make sure Gyro Ball is pretty powerful. Roam Wash, I know Hydro Pump won't do anything to Toxicroak, but Volt Switch would break the sub. So that's what I did, and then I could switch into Sableye to take the fighting type move, which he didn't do. He used to substitute again. So I thought, well, that's my plan. Fudged. He Ice Punched as I Nightshade to get rid of his substitute, and thankfully, because I'd already got rid of my Choice Band earlier, I could recover as he switched out. And then Vaporeon again, it wasn't that much dangerous, but he did manage to burn my Rotom W now. He got, yeah, he managed to burn it, which mean Rotom W couldn't last any longer. But I predicted he was switching to Blendosterian instead of Celebi, so once Celebi was gone, Blendosterian to take the Volt Switch, and the Hydro Pumps and instantly KO'd him. Got rid of it. It was a lot easier without him, because the rest of his team could be beaten by Magnezone, really. Blendosterian, obviously, couldn't do much to Magnezone, except Superpower, which he didn't do, used U-turn. Expecting me to switch out, I guess. But I just Thunderbolt. Get rid of his Vaporeon, which doesn't have the special bulk to take Thunderbolt, especially at modest Magnezone. I switched in Ferrothorn to take his Politoed on, because Surf isn't going to do anything, and the whole game's pretty much mine from this point. Toxicroak, obviously dangerous, but I Leech Seed him, which counteracts some of the healing he gets from Dry Skin and leftovers. I then tried to try and Gyro Ball him to death, but Substitute and his healing are healing him almost as fast as the Leech Seed is draining him, and with Gyro Ball, so it's not doing particularly well, unfortunately. His Black Sludge is healing him too much, but then he gives up, sends out Politoed, and I just Gyro Ball that and do not quite enough damage. Didn't realise it was a Perish Song for Politoed. Which kind of annoyed me, but I managed to kill the Politoed with Ferrothorn, just using Leech Seed and Gyro Ball. And I'm expecting to switch out actually, but after the first Perish Song, but he didn't, he decided to stay in. So I just had to Gyro Ball him to death, and then Ferrothorn obviously has a Perish next turn on that at that point, so I have to switch out, otherwise it's going to die, especially against Toxicroak, which will substitute up. But I decided to destroy, reject the substitute as well, and just sacrifice Ferrothorn. And I can easily switch in Sableye and burn him with Will-O-Wisp, and then once he's burned, it's a lot easier. Sorry about that. Burn. Once he's burned, he's completely weak. He can't do anything. Just healing any damage he has with Ice Punch off. But unfortunately, he freezes me, which really peeves me off because it scuppers my plan for Sableye to stalling out. And if I hadn't had Magnezone, I probably would have lost the battle. Here, my Sableye is just bulky enough to survive the first Hurricane. With 1 HP, 1% HP left. I managed to Thaw and Nightshade him, but it doesn't do enough. So I decided to just Will-O-Wisp him, see if I can get extra residual damage. And he doesn't have leftovers, so we can't heal it off, any of it. And then, so with the Life Orb, I was going to die next turn anyway. But I decided to switch to Magnezone. He has superpower, but it doesn't do enough because Magnezone is quite bulky on its own. And then from the game was mine. That was it, really. Focus Punch is pointless, and he just bitches about Mag Crit costing him the game.